All right, everybody, welcome out to the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, November the 18th, 2025. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai. Say hello, Mr. Beer Samurai.
How you all doing today?
Uh,
Good? All good? All good?
I was going to say, who are you talking to, me or the people behind me?
You, everybody out there.
Oh, in general,
In
everyone.
general, everybody.
I got you. Yes, let us know how you're doing today, please. We want to know.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds want to know. I'm doing well, if that matters.
I didn't ask you, really.
That's true. You don't care.
No.
He never cares, folks. Never.
No, not really.
Doesn't care.
That's bullshit. You know.
I know. How are you doing today?
Well, I got some pretzels and I got some beer I need to open. So.
Pretzels and some beer. You know what? I mean, you can't be pretzels and beer. You throw soda in there, you got a summertime old classic song.
And then there's also Skittles and beer, which is from a Tom Lehrer song. But
This is true. Gummy bears and beer have had once, but
Skittles and beer. That's from Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, actually.
I believe it is.
I believe it is.
So anyway,
nothing that we recommend anybody do. It's just a funny song that Tom Lehrer did. It was from Harvard.
Yeah. They have black squirrels up there.
They do. We got black squirrels in Central Park as well.
They do.
Yeah,
absolutely. So anyway, the song I was talking about was Lazy Hazy Crazy Days of Summer. You know, those days of soda and pretzels and beer. There you go.
Soda, pretzels and beer.
There you go.
I can live without the soda.
Yeah, I don't need the soda. I'm good.
I can't live without the beer.
But can you live without apple cider?
I can live without apple cider, actually.
Yeah, I could. I could. I mean,
probably could.
I have it. I enjoy it when, on occasion, in different forms and facets. But I don't need it per se.
Yeah, it's nice when you go apple picking, come home with a quart of apple cider or something.
I come home with a gallon. Yeah, it's a gallon. So
yeah, I come home with a quart now because I know I don't drink a lot of this anymore. Yeah.
Last couple of times I did lose like the last little bit in there, but it was definitely more than a quart that I had. So.
Right.
And on that note, folks, happy National Apple Cider Day.
That's why John brought that up.
That's why I brought it
up. Of all the other ingestible liquids.
Yes, today is indeed Apple Cider Day.
That's why he brought that one up.
Exactly. And what else is today? Just to finish
it's up. Mickey Mouse Day.
Happy Mickey Mouse Day. Not national or international.
Just Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse Day. MICKEYMOUSE.
And it does refer to that Mickey Mouse, not like a Mickey Mouse operation or anything like that.
No, nothing like that. No,
nothing like that.
No.
But I'm more happy about the last one.
The last one is Happy Calvin and Hobbes Day.
Calvin and Hobbes was one of my favorite cartoons growing up, hands down. Absolutely loved it.
Was a good cartoon.
As a matter of fact, almost all of my cars every car that I ever had, my car had a Spaceman Spiff sticker in the back left window. Actually, in both back windows.
So you're going to say you named every car either Calvin or Hobbes?
Nope. I had that Spaceman Spiff sticker in it.
There you go. Very nice.
Loved it.
And from your childhood, that's a precursor, a foreshadowing, if you will, later in the show. But we'll get there.
Calvin and Hobbes is gone now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever saw the last strip. That was it, Watterson. Yeah, I think it was Watterson that he drew for the for Calvin and Hobbes.
Yes, I did. No, did I? Go ahead, tell us really quick.
It's the one where Hobbes is passed down, and Calvin is much older. Let's put it that way. Look it up if you were a Calvin Hobbes fan and you feel like getting a tear in the corner of your eye and denying the fact to everybody that I'm not crying, you're crying. Read that strip. It was quite amazing. So
yes, do that.
So, but we have guests.
We do have guests, and I'm thirsty, and so are you.
I'm very thirsty. I want to open my beer.
You
introduce him as I
introduce this. Please welcome to the show our guest tonight, Mr. Jim King and Mr. Well, I'll let Jim introduce Isaac. So there you go. Hey, Jim, how are you? Isaac, how are you guys?
Yeah, we're doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Here's Jim King. He's the owner of Skinny Flowers Brewing. And Isaac, is it Boucher?
It is Boucher, yes.
Boucher.
Yeah. I always say Boucher if you're Francais. So
Isaac Boucher, head brewer at Skinny Flowers as well. There you go. So welcome both to the show, gents. Great to have you on. We're so happy to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
How are you two on this fine day, mid-November? It's just past mid-November, but
well, we're doing good. It's cold out there, so I I was out delivering beer all day, and Isaac was in the brewery in production all day, and we met up towards the end of the day in production and did some stuff together, and now we're on a podcast together.
There you go. So yeah, when they first came on, folks, they said it's been a while since I saw you. You know, so it's only been they're with each other so much. I know how that goes. That's always good. But anyway, what are you? Okay, let's get one thing out of the way right now. What are you drinking? Jim first. What are you drinking?
I am drinking our Helles. I'm a big fan, as is Isaac, of German lagers. Yeah, so you got one as well. So I'm drinking a Helles at the moment.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, I had to grab the Octane while I was there because it's the first thing I ordered, and then was told that it had kicked about 15 minutes prior to me showing up. It was probably even less than that, because the gentleman, I'm making assumptions here, but the gentleman to my left was still finishing his off. So that's how close I was to getting it when I got there. And I've got to say, I'm really sad I missed it, because this is fantastic.
It's a good one for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a good one for sure. Isaac, what are you drinking?
I do have a Helles as well, but I'm starting with a Londoner. We call it a pub ale, British style bitter.
Nice.
So yeah, a little 4%.
Nice.
So I'll work my way up to 4.2% on the Helles.
I gotta have the. I don't think I had the 18, the one you guys are drinking. I don't think I had the Helles, but I definitely had the pub ale, and it was fantastic. So,
well, think about Helles. If you want to know if a brewery can brew a good beer and they have a Helles, you order the Helles, because you can't hide behind anything on a Helles. The Helles will tell you every single flaw in their brewing process, if there is any, and I'm not getting any in this. So, nice job, gentlemen.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. This is the Helles is one I've actually I've been working on this recipe for since 2018. So it's something that I was excited to make here at Skinny Flowers. It's something that's seen iterations over the years, and I just try to keep dialing it in and getting it better.
Nice, very nice. I had the Bayern 18, the pills.
Oh yes.
That was fantastic. That was
excellent, great.
Good
to hear that.
And the Londoner was I love that as well. I'm just looking at Untapped. So.
Oh yeah. We just came out with I don't know how recently you were there. We came out with our second batch of Londoner we released last week, and I feel like this is I've kind of made some tweaks, and it's
nice.
It's getting even better. So
I'll have to get up there.
I came in between the batches because I was there 2 weeks ago.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So I missed it.
Nice.
This means I got to come back down.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now that I know you, I'll just take it out back and give you a taste off the tank. So
Nice.
that's always fun.
Gotta love that. That. Samurai, what are you drinking?
Well, I showed it. You were looking away when I showed it, but I am drinking the Octane.
There you go.
Love this beer. I love low octane beers. I was just rhyming Octane, I guess.
That's mine, not yours. That's yours.
Yes. And you haven't even started drinking yet, John. You're messing up the buttons.
I took a sip. So
that was a quick reaction. So, what do you got there, John?
And as you just saw there, I'm drinking a beer that you like. I think you like Machine.
I've got one left.
Machine Pills from Bunker Brewing up in Portland.
What did Carrie drink? A Carrie maybe.
Carrie drank it maybe.
That's a fantastic beer.
Well, I brought you some back.
Yes. Well, that's what's left of it.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah, love it. But yeah, I had to go that. I'm sticking with this is 5.2. It's the heaviest beer I'm drinking tonight. Alcohol.
Not me.
I'm going down. You'll see. But anyway, cool. Do we have a comment here?
We got a few up there.
Got a few. We got Mega Wink Pub. How are you? What up, Jersey? How are you?
What do you do, Mega Wink?
Always great when you tune in. Gene Lynch. Promptly at 6:40.
That's him busting our balls.
Gene Lynch. You know what, Gene? And
Always a joker, aren't you, Gene?
I was a joker. And then Mega Wing Pub. Cheers, you all. Drinking a homebrew pale ale with Amarillo and Centennial. Check pour in a dimpled mug.
I love my dimpled mugs.
There you go. As do I. There you go.
Good to talk to you guys.
Good to talk to you. All right.
We just lost Isaac.
We lost Isaac. He was frozen for a little bit.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. So, all right. So we'll start with you, Jim. We always ask guests the first time they're on the show. The first question we ask them, obviously we've asked you several already, but the first main question, if you will, is the following: what, to the best of your recollection, what is the first craft beer you ever had?
Oh man, the first craft beer I ever had. I thought you were going to ask me the first beer. So
No, you can give us that too if you'd like. But
well, I'm a converted like Coors Light drinker. So
we've all been there in the past. I mean.
Yeah. In high school and college, I played a lot of soccer, and a very, very good friend of mine that I played soccer with in college converted me over to craft beer. And I thank him so much, and he's such a good friend that we named the brewery after him, actually.
Really?
Oh, really? We'll have to get to that.
Yeah, but whatever it was, it would have been something he gave me. So I don't remember the first craft beer I had, but I do remember drinking a lot of Coors Lights in front of it. Yeah, I'll have to think about that and try and dig that out of the memory bank.
Give it some thought. There you go. Give it some thought while we're waiting for Isaac to answer his question, and we'll move on from there. Brian Boak just chimed in. Cheers. Went go-kart racing yesterday. That's always fun, Brian. I don't know if I could fit in a go-kart now, and you're as tall, if not maybe even a little taller.
Yeah, but he's skinny as hell.
He's skinny as hell. That's true.
Yeah.
And he's drinking a text from Taxman Brewing Deadline Belgian Barrel Aged Stout. Only 13.8%. That's a fantastic. I've had that beer. That's a fantastic beer.
Brian likes a throwdown.
And then he said, he has never been a Coors Light drinker. His lowest level was Molson Golden, as he said. So, but hey, I drank it back in the day. I drank Molson Golden, Rolling Rock. The only thing I didn't drink, and I've said this a million times on the show, I'm just telling you, Jim, the only thing I never really drank was Butter Bud Light. It always gave me a headache, and I don't mean the next morning. I mean, as I was drinking it, it gave me a headache. So
same. I had the same exact reaction to Bud Light. So yeah, I stayed away from that.
Absolutely.
I had the same reaction to Shock Top as well, which is brewed in the same brewery as Bud Light. I'm still convinced to this day that they put MSG in their beer.
They probably do. It's probably what it is. But I mean, it makes sense, right?
Remember, I asked someone who worked for them.
Yeah, well, maybe he didn't put the MSG in, but
no. He looked at me and went,
"Yeah, I know."
Yeah. Turned around and drank his beer and wouldn't say
turned around, drank his beer, and didn't say anything. Yeah, he's bound by
I should ask him now because his NDA is probably run out by now.
His NDA is probably run out. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to go to Denver and ask him.
Yes, we should.
We'll take him to a beer shot. Or Cohesion, get him drunk,
liquor him up a little.
Liquor him up, and
it's really hard to get that boy drunk, though.
This is very true. So anyhow, Jim, what was the first? You texting Isaac to see what happened?
He said his computer just rebooted to update.
Lovely. He'll be back. Don't you love when that happens on its own? Yeah. We don't care what you're doing now. We need to re-update your computer.
Exactly.
Must be Apple.
No, Apple does it, but Apple at least asks you. You can postpone it.
My PC's always asked me, and I can always put it.
No, my PC. I'm on an Apple right now, but this is my PC right here. If I keep hitting not now, the fifth time I say not now, it basically tells me to go bite my ass. It's rebooting.
Yeah.
That'd be a sight to see.
Yeah, my computer biting my ass.
You biting your own ass. Oh, your computer biting your ass.
Computer, I tell them.
Okay.
Exactly.
Anyway. Next question.
So, Jim, what was to the best of your recollection? What was the first brewery you ever visited?
The first brewery I ever visited probably would have been Cane Brewing in Ocean. Would be my guess. Yeah.
Not too far from where you are.
No, only about 10-15 minutes. So they're kind of right up the road. Yeah. But I have to say, like, leading up to opening a brewery, I went to at least 80 breweries from Tennessee up to Maine. Just kind of researching the industry to decide if we wanted to invest in the business and in the industry, and B, if we did want to invest in the business and industry, what made for a quote unquote successful brewery. You know, we went to a lot of them, just trying to learn what makes a good brewery and what we were trying to do in terms of building our brewery. So yeah, we spent a lot of time and effort on the road doing that, and it was had a lot of fun along the way.
That's awesome. Yeah. Any highlights?
In terms of specific breweries?
Yeah, specific breweries, specific beers, styles, whatever.
Yeah, I'm a big lager guy. I really like lagers, and I spent 18 years working for a Munich-based bank, so I really fell in love with German lagers. And thankfully, Isaac likes German lagers as well. So we're making a lot of German lagers. Our lager program revolves.
And well.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I would say, yeah, I'm a big fan of Human Robot. We spent a fair amount of time in their breweries in and around Philly. I have a very, very close friend out there. So I spent a decent amount of time there.
I almost wore a Human Robot shirt today, but this was on top of the pile, and the Human Robot shirt was near the bottom, and the whole pile would have toppled over if I pulled it out. So
I wore a Human Robot shirt on Rod's podcast last week.
Yep, yes, you did.
And Isaac is back.
There you go. That was a quick read.
All updated now.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it chose now.
No one does.
Yeah.
So Jim was just telling us some of the highlights of his do we want to open a brewery tour?
Yeah, I would say another highlight was we spent a bit of time, more than a bit of time, in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm not sure there are any breweries in Nashville that we didn't make it to, but of course, like New Belgium is a great spot there. But I would say the place I enjoyed the most was Zylico.
Zylico, yeah.
So yeah,
they're gone, right?
What's that?
They're gone.
They're gone. The river wiped them away, and
the flooding really literally washed the brewery away right off of its foundation.
Yeah, no, I saw that, but I thought they rebuilt and reopened.
Did they?
Have they?
Did not.
Oh God, I hope so.
I hope they did.
Yeah. No, I think they reopened since. I know like them and some others got damaged pretty heavily, but I think
you are right. They have reopened.
Yeah,
very nice. Very nice.
That's awesome.
Love it. That's awesome. That's great to hear. The high wire space down right by the river, that bigger production facility, not the one on the south slope, the one all the way down by the river. That one was severely damaged or whatever. But the production facility up on the south slope, they were fine.
But I agree with you. Zylico was probably the surprise of my trip to Asheville.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And great people.
Yeah. It was. Megawink Pub said big props to Human Robot.
Yep.
And he said Yazoo in Nashville was great in the 90s, but haven't had it in a while.
I didn't make it to Yazoo when I was in Nashville. Though.
Yeah, we did. We went. And it was more of a restaurant, music venue, as you would expect everywhere to be in Nashville, right? But
there was places I walked in to eat and went to use the bathroom, and there's like a trio in there's playing country western
in the bathroom, not in the bar.
In the bathroom. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. All right.
Now we should ask the questions of Isaac.
Absolutely, Isaac. To the best of your recollection, what was the first craft beer you ever had?
We think he's back. Or he's just thinking.
Frozen?
Thinking. No, he's moving. I see him moving. Isaac, can you hear us? Isaac?
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is frozen there.
Is he
Yeah,
frozen?
he's frozen. It does look like there's like a stutter every now and then, but it looks like he's frozen. So
Yeah, I thought I saw him moving actually, like just now, but
maybe,
I guess not.
Maybe you're hallucinating.
Oh, there he is. You there, Isaac?
Oh, yeah. I got. I did. Sorry, I got hung up. I lost connection or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, to the
yeah,
best
this
of
is-
your recollection, it's all good. While we have you, to the best of your recollection, what's the first
Yeah.
craft beer you ever had? So, is he?
That's actually I'm dating myself now because we called liquor
Date
brew
away.
then.
Mm,
I think Pete's Wicked Ale. I had a Gear, so Geary's up in Maine. I remember
yes.
picking up a six
Mhm.
pack of them, seeing on the shelf on the label,
Mhm.
Suckered me. I think those are that I really kind of stick out for me.
Nice.
No, one of my favorite breweries is in New Hampshire. As a matter of fact, it's right on my little mug right there. These guys.
Shilling.
Yeah, if you guys, this is one of the best lager breweries, I think, in the country. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, they're good.
So I have no problem drinking your Hellas out of this mug. It works beautifully.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, when I lived in New Hampshire, I certainly drank a lot of Shilling, because it was readily available, and it was excellent for sure.
And on that note, what was the first, being from New Hampshire? What was the first brewery you ever went to?
First brewery I ever went to. That's a good question. I think, well, the first brewery was a macro. I mean, Busch Gardens when I was a kid.
Right. I think that's everybody's first brewery, right?
But yeah, exactly. But I guess the one I remember most, it might have been one of the early ones is I remember going to White Birch when they're beginning.
Oh, nice.
The original spot when they were first starting out. That kind of pokes stick. And then Smutty Nose was another one. Their OG location before they built that big beautiful place they're in now. I remember that, and I remember going in there thinking, I'm like, oh my god, this is where they're making beer, because it was a pretty dark, dingy warehouse, by the
as most of them were back then, right?
But, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Cool. All right. Well, now you're brewing at Skinny Flowers, and what brought you down here? You came down about a year ago, right? You were saying.
Yeah. I guess a little over a year now. April of 2024. Relocated down here. Moved down here for this. Partnering up with Jim, and moved down here to open Skinny Flowers. So my wife and I, we packed up everything and relocated down here, and so that's really kind of all in on this. I guess you could say this is.
So I got one side question for you on that note.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Jersey? What do you think of Jersey so far?
Yeah, what's the culture shock like?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I worked outside of Boston for a long time and stuff, traffic, people driving like maniacs, I'm used to.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, I'm saying, well, it's actually funny because we moved down here and it's like, oh, the turnpike's nuts. We get on the turnpike, I'm like, eh. I'm like, it's not, people compared to driving outside of Boston, it's like
people driving like maniacs, people calling meat by different names. It's all the same.
Oh yeah.
Everyone telling you you're number one as you cut them off.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Another side question. Now that you've been in Jersey for over a year, have you discovered pork roll yet?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yep. I have I'm to the point where I don't buy like the little box with 4 slices. Like I actually get like
the
log, yeah, and cut it myself.
full all, like you said, all in. Love
it. Yep.
All right. So Jim, when what was the first what first made you decide, hey, I need to open a brewery?
Well, the background is I was a New York City banker my entire career. My wife and I met in New York. We were two like senior folks in corporate America for a very long time. I did it for 30 years. What prompted us opening a brewery is the end of my banking career. I did it for 30 years, and 30 years in New York banking is more than enough. Probably 3 years would have been enough. I stuck it out for 30 years.
Wow.
But coming to that kind of retirement of my banking career, we talked a lot about, okay, well, what's next? And my wife and I like craft beer. We like going to breweries. We like live music. We like sports. So we thought, well, let's build a brewery close to home and build the concept of a brewery that, the type of brewery that we like to go to. So that was the genesis of it. And then, as I said before, we spent a lot of time between Tennessee and Maine visiting nearly 100 breweries to see what we wanted to build. But it really just came from the love of craft beer and the love of just having a good time in a social setting. That's where it all started.
Nice. Very nice. Well, it's definitely an awesome space, if I may say so myself. So
it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful space.
Thank you.
You did a wonderful job on it.
Now, before you guys opened a brewery, did you entertain a lot? Did you?
Yes.
There's a reason I asked the question.
Yeah, we did. Yes, the answer is yes, for sure.
The reason I asked is because when you watch the dynamic in the brewery, Jim, you're all over the place. You're making sure all your guests are comfortable. You're opening the windows, closing the windows. Is it too cold? Is it not too cold? And you're taking care of everybody. I'm like, and your wife's doing the same thing. Like these are people that are used to entertaining people and making sure that they're all having a good time.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, I think for us it was important to be not only in the craft beer industry, but the hospitality industry, if you will, because we live in this area is very built up. You have a lot of and many other areas too, but there's a lot of places where you can go and have a good time. And the way to have a successful business is to have a successful product, but for people to want to come back as well. And hospitality is key to our strategy. And we, of course, want people to enjoy our product, but we want people to enjoy our space as well and continue to want to come back and enjoy the experience and have a good experience so that they want to come back. So we try hard at that for sure.
You're succeeding. The space, I love that space off to the side, because when we were there, it seemed like all the families were in that space off to the side that was walled off from the main brewery. So you had like a different dynamic in the two different rooms, which was great. The other thing that I thought was really cool, because I think it's the first time I've seen it in Jersey, I've seen it in New York many times, was the bathroom setup.
Yeah.
And I love that, where it's like there's no gender specific bathroom. You just got all these, you've got, with the 4 rooms with the doors. and then then everyone shares a sink area, which I've always thought was genius. It's great for the women because usually there's a long line for the women's room, and the guys are just flowing in and out of the men's room because there's never a wait there. So yeah, we got to wait a little longer now, but I think that's a genius setup for a bathroom. I was glad to see that you guys did that.
It is a very yeah, that's definitely works out very well.
Was it your wife's idea?
No, I think so. We spent many years in New York, and it's very much a it's a lot of places in New York have that set up. So I would say we quote unquote borrowed that from New York City, for sure.
Yeah, because John, I don't know about you, but I don't think I've seen it in Jersey.
No, I don't see. You don't see it anywhere in Jersey.
It's the first place in Jersey I ever saw it.
You see it in New York a lot. You do see it in New York a lot.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. All right. So then, how long before? Now you guys opened just this year. What month did you open?
August 1st was our opening day. Yeah.
Would how long before August 1st did you did the switch flip and you decide, like you said before, hey, you know what, we should investigate this. Let's do our research. When did you push the button?
Oh, well, that's a good, as you know, we're in new construction. So Isaac and I had lots and lots of really good plans, and then construction delays entered the picture. So we experienced, I guess, maybe like many people with new construction, we definitely had construction delays, somewhat meaningful. So we've been at this for a little bit. So we were hoping to open by the end of last year, and we opened August 1st of 25. So we definitely experienced some delays.
Gotcha.
But we also gained some excellent experience on how to build new building. So Jim and I's joke was always the second place we're going to get this one right. It's like, oh, we won't do that. We'll do that. We'll make sure those guys do that.
So you guys built that building that you're in?
We did not build it. No, we are we lease the space we're in.
Okay.
But it is all the complex that we're in. It's all new construction.
Right.
Yeah, it's all new construction.
So you were a tenant before the building was built.
We were a signed tenant before
Right.
the building was built. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Correct. That's right.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of say in the design of the interior.
Yeah, we were very fortunate in having an awesome architecture firm, New York City-based firm that has a local presence, and the partner that we worked with happens to not only have experience designing other breweries, but he happens to be a big craft beer guy. So not only did we have his professionalism, we had his some passion involved as well.
That's great.
So yeah, we were very lucky and very grateful to have that. And they did an amazing job designing the place for us.
Yeah, another thing I particularly like about it is the way the bar is set up with that L. A lot of complaints I have is with a lot of breweries is you've got that one feeder line to get your beer if you're not sitting at the bar. And you have like three stations where you can come up and order your beer, which is fantastic. Depending what end of the bar you're at, it's just there's you don't wait.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. I think that's back somewhat to that hospitality point. I think we really try to do what we can to make it comfortable and make it efficient. I think people. Oftentimes, they're coming to us after a stressful day of work, and nobody wants to wait in line, especially when it comes time to relaxing and having dinner. So
no, they don't. No, you're right on that.
We try. We definitely try.
That's for sure. That's awesome. All right, so it had been a while. It had been a while, but you finally got everything together with the construction delays, and you opened on August 1st. Let's back up for a second. How did you two hook up with each other?
Well, I'll start and then I'll hand it over to Isaac. But my wife is a very talented woman, and what she does for her career is she's a recruiter. She did a really good job in recruiting, and her and Isaac connected through that process. And then Isaac and I connected through that process. So it all started with my wife being a recruiter. She went out, and our goal was, again, we are a brewery. We have, our product is craft beer, and the foundation of the place is trying to make the best, highest quality beer that we can make. So we knew how critically important it was to go out and hire a professional brewer with great experience that makes really good beer. And we met Isaac through that process.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Isaac, what did you get? You take it from there, as Jim said.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so for me, I mean, I guess I don't guess, I know. I know what's going on. So yeah, I was a head brewer at a place that was started by, so one of the original owners was the head brewer. So I had a certain amount of freedom, but there was still always I was still brewing to someone else's vision.
Sure.
So yeah, seeing this opportunity with Jim and Liz and Skinny Flowers, a new brand where they didn't have that brewing experience. So they're, like Jim said, they were looking for someone to come in and bring that. So it was, I saw that as an opportunity for me to really, kind of spread my wings and, create my own vision of a brewery and what beers I wanted to brew and everything. And like Jim said, from there, there was several meetings. I mean, one of the things that really impressed me was our first meeting. He drove up and met me up in, actually we met at the treehouse in Tewksbury, but which is Tewksbury, Mass. So near me. That was about, 40 minutes from where I live. So that was, so he was that committed where he took the time to come up there and meet with me before, I came down to New Jersey and everything. So it was a process. I mean, it took several months of, meetings and kind of talking, but but we found that we were on the same page with a lot of things and kind of shared, kind of the same vision of what we wanted for a brewery. And so like I said earlier, I took the leap and relocated down here. And like Jim said, it's been a while getting this place built, but it's built now, and I like to think we're making good beer. People tell me we're making good beer, so I'm gonna go with it till I hear otherwise.
Well, I can promise you that I'm not blowing any smoke up your ass when I say the beer's fantastic.
No, and I'm drinking my second beer, which is this one.
Ah, nice.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
I had this one at the brewery, and it's really, I wasn't going to grab any of the beers that I'd had at the brewery to bring home with me, but after drinking this one, I'm like, no, I've got to take that one home. This is fantastic, because an American lager with the flavor that you guys put into this is astonishing what you've done here. One word that comes to my mind with this, which is not normally a word that you associate with an American lager, was it's almost juicy.
Oh yeah. Which is funny because it's just a one hop crystal, which and not a lot of it. I mean, just no dry hop or anything, just in the boil and some in the whirlpool. But yeah, I was surprised at how much flavor came out of that, and I'm glad that you like it.
Don't change that. That's this. I love this beer.
Oh, excellent. Well, we got a second batch in the tank. We're almost done with that batch, and we got a second one in the tank. I made it the same way, so I'm glad to hear you say that, because it will be the same. Yeah. And as you probably noticed, that's $5 draft. That's always $5 at the brewery. That's something else I wanted to do with that beer is we wanted to have because with craft beer, the prices, can get kind of expensive for pours and stuff. But I wanted to have a nice, simple, easy drinking beer that didn't break the bank. The challenge is, there's a vast variety of craft beer drinkers, and how do you please them all? You're not going to please them all, but we're going to try our best to please as many people as we can. And that's one of those sort of niches there where it's like, I want a nice, easy drinking lager, and I want it affordable, so that when people, so those people that come in looking for something like that have it.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at you got the different sizes where you've got it in that 1 liter, and then you've got it in that the half liters and the big boys. This is actually my water glass.
This is water, yeah. But no, I had Foundations too, and it was fantastic. It was, and to Dave's point, definitely citrus, and there's a little bit of juice in that lager. It's
a little juicy.
It's pretty tasty,
which was a happy accident, because I didn't plan it on having that note, but yeah, when it was done, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm happy that this is the way it came out. Yeah.
This is like a gateway to bring the hop heads back to lager.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. My second beer I poured too. It's this right here. It's from Other Half, and from Other Half, I'm drinking a Vienna lager.
A lager from Other Half.
Nice.
Again, bringing the hotheads back to lagers.
There you go. Ivy City, yeah. It's pretty tasty. It's pretty tasty. Pretty.
Oh, nice color.
Yeah.
Good color.
So there you go. We got a couple of comments really quick. Mega Wing Pub said regarding driving in Jersey, we drive like maniacs, but we know where we're going.
Doing. It says doing.
We know what we're doing. We're going.
We don't always know where we're going.
We don't always know where we're going.
but we know where we're going.
I read doing. I said going. I don't know why. So, and Vanessa Kitty, how are you, Vanessa? Hi.
You're late.
You're late. So, and she had to deal with us on 2 shows last week. So
yeah, we're sorry, Vanessa.
Sorry about that. Anyway, cool. All right. So you opened up August 1st. What was the first? What were some of the first beers you brewed for the opening? I mean, I know what they were. Just you guys tell everybody.
Go ahead, Isaac.
So some of our first offerings. It's Your Party, our flagship hazy IPA.
Another yummy beer.
Yes, which people that's I got to tell you that's nerve-wracking to we Jim put a lot of time and effort into that It's Your Party branding, and we focus a lot of the Skinny Flowers branding around that. So there's a lot of pressure on me to make sure that beer came out good, because first impressions are everything. And fortunately people really like that beer, and
it was tasty. It is tasty.
So that was that Hey Ollie, our blonde ale, which is another one of our big sellers, that is real simple, Pilsner, a little caramel, and just nice dose of Citra in the whirlpool to give it some nice notes, but no dry hop, so it's not too aggressive. So I think that's another beer that where it's like it's real easy drinking, and it's a lot of people respond to that. Londoner, our pub ale, as we talked about, that was on the original list.
Yep. Delicious.
And our Imperial Stout, Gothic Elements, with coffee from Busker.
So good. So good. So good.
I got that
very, very good.
Yeah, that was one of those breakout ones. It's a recipe that kind of had in my back pocket that I never really saw the light of day, and I had an opportunity here to do that, and then
That's great.
Then I put a ridiculous amount of coffee in that tank, and it worked. It came out, and people really like that beer, and I'm excited. Yeah, we got it in the tank again, and that should be out sometime after Thanksgiving.
I did something there that I rarely ever do anymore, and it's because I wanted to try
that beer.
Smile occasionally. Ordered a flight because I'm driving. I can't order a full size one of those. I'm gonna order a flight and share it with Carrie, and because I really wanted to taste that beer, and I'm really glad I did. That's such a good beer. such good. A lot of punch in the face flavor in that.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah. Well, especially with those big stouts, you can't be. People.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Yeah, if it's on, I always say if you're gonna on those big stats, if you're gonna put it on the label, then people better be able to taste it. You know what I mean? Like it can't be subtle because they'll be like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, you'll get reviews going, okay, good beer, but where's the coffee?
Where's the coffee?
Yeah.
It's coffee-ish.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure no one was going to ask me where the coffee was in that beer.
They're not
I
gonna.
don't think anyone can.
Gotcha. All right. So I did have your. So you opened with those. When did you brewed? You had a fest beer too. Not too long after you opened too. We had that.
Yes, yeah, we got that. The unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but it was my choice to lager things appropriately. Lagers take longer.
You know what?
So,
you know
we
what?
didn't have any.
Do all the appropriate lagering time you need.
Yeah, and that you got totally respects that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what. So we didn't have any lagers out of the gate, but then Pilsner was the first one, and Fest beer, and that was another beer that that's a recipe I've developing over the years. I'm a big fan of the Wine of Stefaner Fest beer, so I kind of take inspiration for that, like something a little bit lighter, a little bit more. I shouldn't say easier. It's because there's nothing wrong with the higher ABV Fest beers, but I wanted to bring it down a little bit so you can kind of have a couple. Yeah.
No, it was delicious. I did have a nice size pour of it when I was there. So.
Well, that's I was a big I push for the liter mugs because I love those things, and and all it takes is one person to order one, then you start seeing them popping up around the tap room.
One person needs to order it, and then
everyone's like, "Wait, what? Can I get one of those?"
Well, it's not. I don't think it's just that. I think it's like you get the guy with the half liter. Guy walks in with walks away with 1 liter, and now you're manly. And I know that
the guy standing there, guy says, "Hey, mine's bigger." So.
Yeah, you get mug envy. I did it once at a Hawkbrow. I saw a table order the 3 liter boots, and I'm like, well, I'm getting a 3 liter boot now. After I think I'd gone through like 3 individual liters at that time. That was
oh boy.
We took the time. Isaac and I actually October of 24, we went over to Germany, including Munich and Bamberg. So we went over to brew beer with the Germans, drink beer with the Germans, visit our malt supplier, we get all of our malt from one facility in Germany, and we get all of our hops off of one farm in Germany. And Isaac and I went last October to brew beer with them and spend time with them. Nice. We landed, I think we took off. I cheaped out a little bit. So we took off from New York the last day of Oktoberfest and landed the day after the Oktoberfest ended. But it was good fun, and we visited Weihenstephan while we were there as well. So it was nice. It was a really good trip, and it was very much worthwhile. It was great looking back at that trip.
Did you make it to the brewery there that's owned by a couple of New Jersey expats?
We sure did.
Yes,
you went to Higgins?
Yes.
Higgins, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They've been on the show. Have
they really?
Yeah, Dave did the show live from there.
I was there. We were at the bar that's right at the window.
Yeah.
They were closed for the night, but it was like, oh God, we hit midnight while I was there because it
was your birthday.
I rolled over my personal calendar while we were there, and they're great people. They were a lot of fun.
They were super nice. Yeah. So Isaac and I definitely
Jen and Paul.
Yep, Jen and Paul. Jersey Jen. Did you brew with them down in that little closet?
No,
we did not.
It was purely by accident that we just stumbled upon them and then started chatting and realized that that they're from Jersey and everything. So.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So you're using Wireman malt? Is that where you went over there, or?
Yes, yeah, actually, that's when we brewed
Bamberg.
we brewed a beer at Environment in Bamberg.
Nice.
Cool.
So the master brewer there, yeah, we had an opportunity to brew a small batch beer with him.
Awesome. That's great.
Talk and do a tour of the facility and everything. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a lot of fun for sure.
I love the fact that you get off the train in Bamberg and it's right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just want to go in there and jump through the piles of malts.
Yeah.
Kind of like Scrooge McDuck into
Yeah.
Or a kid into a pile of autumnal leaves. There you
go. There we go.
There you go. Anyway, got another comment here. Mega Wing Pub.
This one's for Isaac.
Favorite malt ratio for fest beer, Munich Pils. Munich.
Oh boy, that's a good question.
Oh, okay. We said no math on the show.
Yeah.
But we'll let it go for this one.
Well, no, you're giving it Isaac an out here. You can cop out by invoking.
If you don't want to do it, you can say, "Hey, they said no math on the show. I can't do
it." Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but it's not much. I mean, it's predominantly Pils and probably about 10% Munich. I want like a little color and a little bit of extra 50-50. That's yep, you can do that. Yep. That's I like a little bit, like I said, I like a little bit lighter. That's just a personal.
I'm a 60-40 guy myself.
I drink it.
We went to the Hofbräu as well, actually, while we were there.
You go Hofbräu?
How to do it.
I went there, so they tell me. Because we were across the street. I forgot the brewery across the street right now. One of my favorite breweries, and the name I just blanked on it, but it's right next to an Irish pub, and we were with a couple of Austrians. The kid wanted to go to the Irish pub, and after introducing him to car bombs and making him drink a lot of Irish whiskey, which is you don't do that in Ireland, but I kind of remember being at Hofbräu, but then again, I don't.
Yeah. It's always a good time in there.
Always fun.
They tell me I had a great time. There's some great pictures of
there you go.
And they're so good.
Any incriminating one?
Oh, you can tell I'm really, really drunk.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So what's on the horizon coming up? What's in the tanks now? What's on the brew schedule?
I got in the tanks now, so the Pilsner's coming back. I have a Dunkel that should be coming out sometime after Thanksgiving.
So I'm excited. On his name there, colder days equal maltier beers. There we go.
Yeah, it's my first time making a Dunkel, so we'll see what the reaction is for that. I'm pretty happy with the way it's come so far. I double decocted it.
Did you? Nice.
So it was a very long brew day, but that's okay. It was worth it. So we'll see.
It was good. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a huge Dunkel fan, so I'll be up for some of that. So, especially if you double decocted it, that's definitely a given. I'll be up there for that. And we could probably try to get Dave down for that too. He's not that far away.
Who knows?
There you go.
I rarely come down the shore during the summer because of the aforementioned traffic.
Yeah.
I don't.
I rarely leave the shore during the summer.
Exactly. Same.
Because of the aforementioned traffic.
I just don't like spending half an hour on a bridge.
Yeah, nobody does. Yeah, sure.
So leave early or late.
Yeah, and the thing is, every time you think, "Oh, I finally hit that sweet spot where the traffic is less," everyone else has found the sweet spot at the same time. It changes. There's no way to gauge it anymore.
And if you ever do run into it, Route 18.
You remember I went to Rutgers. I know the wide way around.
The wide way. The wide way is quicker sometimes. So.
Sometimes it is.
There you go. So, Jim, what events you got planned coming up for the holiday season and into 2026?
What events do we have planned at the brewery? That's a good question. So we have lots of live music. So live music is very much a part of who we are and what we do. So every weekend, Friday and Saturday, we have live music. We've got a lot of private events in November and December.
Okay.
We just had Saturday, November 8th, we actually had an event which was the Saturday before Veterans Day. And we released a beer called House of Magic, which is a nickname of Fort Monmouth. And
I did not know that.
yeah, so House of Magic is a nickname of Fort Monmouth based on all of the different technologies that were developed on Fort Monmouth. So Isaac made a double IPA called House of Magic, and we had an event that day, and we donated our draft sales proceeds from 100% of the proceeds from our draft sales to military veterans, a fund that we set up.
Nice.
So we had a really nice day. We donated a lot of money from that day, and it was a really good day.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Yeah, you have to applaud
Love that. Love that.
Coming from a military family, especially.
Yeah, so it was great to do that. I think that's a big part of our brewery is, in addition to trying to make the best beer we can, is really trying to be a part of the community and putting our customers and our community in kind of the center of everything we do as a brewery, and trying to give back to the community and make a positive impact beyond what we do for a living in terms of making beer. So that was an important part of it, is giving back to military veterans. And we had the opportunity to do that day, and we donated a lot of money that day. So it was great.
That's funny. When we left, we actually drove through the base and came out the other side of it. It took us back to the parkway differently than it usually takes us. It's probably some accident or something around Red Bank. I don't know. But going through that main entrance, and they still have those two, they're not towers, but those two monuments that say Fort Monmouth. I hope they never tear those down. I'd be very upset if those ever went.
All the renderings of Netflix have those. So I think they're saying that's on our label, the House of Magic label.
It is those.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I think that gate's staying for sure. All the renderings I've seen from Netflix have that there. So I think they're maintaining that for sure.
So let's talk about that with Netflix coming in there. I was going to bring that up. I'm sorry, Dave, you want to say something to that?
Well, no, just real quick. I just wanted to mention that was, that gate was it's a memory from my childhood. My father hadn't been in the Army. My mom used to shop at the commissary on the base all the time.
Yeah,
that's because I lived in we lived in Bricktown and Jackson, and that's where she'd come to shop. So I remember going through those gates every week. So if they ever left, that'd be a piece of my childhood lost.
Yeah.
And the commissary being where another brewery in Fort Monmouth is. Right
yes, that's true. That was the strangest thing. Parking in that parking lot to go visit that brewery, and seeing that building. I couldn't get out of the car for a while
because that wasn't built. That was there. That was the commissary. So they just repurposed that building.
And with my mom gone and all those memories flooding back, it was a little emotional walking in there at first.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys, you're built where there was I think there was housing where you guys are built. I forget what part of that base, of the base it was.
Well, it's where they used to have the big Signal Corp, the big white receivers, if you will.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's the parcel that we're on now. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, I'm sorry. This is fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Are you up to Brothers Beer?
Oh yeah, I'm up to Brothers Beer. And originally I had a Duvel glass out, but I realized Duvel doesn't do Abbey styles, so I pulled out my Ockel.
Oh, nice. There
you go.
For it. This is, oh my God, you've got that bubblegum nose from the esters. but not like that overpowering bubble gum.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, this is.
I kept the fermentation down so that so it wasn't too so the esters and phenolics weren't too heavy coming through.
Yeah, you've got that the little bit of the black pepper in there from the phenols. This is fantastic, John. If you have any left, John, get there now.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm glad to hear you say that because honestly, like putting a Belgian single in the tank coming from New England, I'm like, I couldn't sell that to save my life up there. So I'm happy that that it's been
they work here. I'm a big fan of Belgian Pater's beers, as Dave will tell you.
I'm actually going to mute for a second and go off camera because I got to bring this to Carrie because I'm going to drink the whole thing. She's never going to taste it, and she needs to drink this. I will be.
Yeah. He's muting, and look, and it's not. He's not. He didn't turn into Turner Broadcasting System. That's just no, we brewed. Jim will tell you we brewed a Belgian Pater's beer a couple of years ago, and it was it did really well. We did really well with it, and we just did a collab with Twin Elephant.
I know those guys. Yeah,
Cool.
Did one called ours was called Monkfish. Theirs is called Monastic Fantastic, and it was basically our same recipe. We used all New Jersey malt from Rabbit Hill.
Oh,
nice. And we dry hopped it, so it was a dry hopped Pater's beer. That was the
nice.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, John will confirm. I have never ever done that.
Never.
The show.
255 shows. That's the first time he's ever done that. If I want my better half to have something, I'll text her. She'll open this door right here, and I'll just go like this. She'll take a sip. I take it back. And I don't even look. I don't even look. Yeah, I just go. I get it back.
No, she
provision.
She loves Belgian singles, and the first taste is like, oh God, she has to try this. And she wanted me to tell you guys. First, she said, "Tell them great job." And as I walked away, and I think the rest of the beer here, she went, "Oh." In a very, very good way. So yeah,
she didn't fight. We got to keep the glass.
I told her to grab a to grab a small glass and pour off some, but she's been under the weather, so she opted out. But
aren't we all under the weather though?
Yeah, because it's all up there, isn't it? it's atmospheric, so yeah, right. We're all under the weather. Good point, John.
I try, every now and then it hit, something occurs to me. Anyway,
every now and then a couple of synopses fire.
Exactly. But
so you brought up the commissary before. I would say before, just to quickly touch on that. So Fort Monmouth is a big place, but it's not that big, and we are the second brewery on Fort Monmouth, right. As you guys know. So the first brewery that was there, I would say, could not have been, and to this day cannot be, any kinder to us. You probably know the guys in the beer.
Andy?
Andy. We know. Yeah.
Great guys. Like, they've been very welcoming to us. They've been fantastic people, and we really appreciate those guys. And now that we're open from time to time, we have the opportunity to return some of the favors, but we probably still owe them 10 or 15 before
you're even there.
Yeah. But they're really, really nice guys. And we appreciate those guys. And it's great, as this area grows, just having, if we ever get to the level of quote unquote beer tourism in the area, let's see. But it's as this area continues to build up, I think it's potentially great that there are two breweries there and drive incremental traffic to each of us. But I did want to mention that because those guys have been really great to us.
Yeah, those are the Bird's Mouth guys. We love them. And to your point, though, you get one brewery in one area. Your severe beer nerds. They're gonna go there.
Yeah.
You get a couple or more, and now there's a reason, even more of a reason to go there for those who may not just be like, I need to go to a new brewery anymore.
It's like I've said this for years. This industry is unlike any other. Whereas if you, and I use this analogy all the time, if you have a pizzeria,
it's a pizza analogy.
So if you have a pizzeria and then you're operating, you're doing well, doing good business, and a pizzeria opens up across the street from you, I don't care if that other pizzeria across the street sucks. They can make the worst pizza in the world. You're still going to lose business because somebody that would have bought a pizza from you is going to buy one from them. So you're going to lose business. Whereas with a brewery, you want somebody to open up across the street, down the block, around the corner, and down the other block. Then you're a destination because you have 4 or 5 breweries around you, and there's more people coming from other places.
Yeah,
Dave and I plan vacations around breweries.
Absolutely,
individually and together. So
yeah. And as far as beer tourism, Monmouth County is becoming more and more a beer tourism spot.
The most amount of breweries in one county in the state.
Yep. And like you mentioned it, Jim, the first one you went to was Kane. Kane is, right or wrong, it's considered the best brewery in New Jersey in the rest of the country. And Carton opened at the same time, and you're between
same day
on the same day, and you're between them. So people taking that pilgrimage between them, if they're doing that. But there's so many great breweries around you. Monmouth County is kind of the brewery capital of New Jersey at this point.
At the moment, yeah. And then the first brewery in Monmouth County is no longer there, but it was in the same town that Kane is in. If you don't count a brew pub, if you don't count, Beer Vino, which was Basil Teas at the time.
Yeah.
Which was Gretchen's.
Gretchen worked there. Yeah.
She didn't own the place. She was just she was the first female master brewer in New Jersey.
And she brewed while she was brewing there. My cousin-in-law was a chef there too, whom Jim. So
yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You might know him. I think you know him a little bit.
Yeah.
I think
he has our beer in his restaurant.
Yeah.
I've done some riding with him. So yeah. And yeah, they're I'm looking at his house right now.
So, but yes, they're he's an amazing chef, and his place is amazing too. Shout out to Strata in Atlantic Highlands. Right, go there. Amazing food,
great food.
So tell Kenny and Gina we all sent you. Fly Room Guys and Skinny Flowers. Yeah.
But now I got a question for Jim from a comment he made earlier. We were talking about
hold on one thing. Brian Boat commented. He said, "I am tall. The weather is under me."
You're not that tall. He is tall. I'll give him that.
Hey.
But based on the comment you said earlier about a really, really good friend of yours, why did you name the brewery Skinny Flowers? Yep. What does it mean?
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier. So Isaac was, his computer was rebooting at the moment, but Isaac knows this guy and has drank some beers with him. So really good friend of mine that I played soccer with in college, and I mentioned I used to be a Coors Light guy, and he converted me into craft beer. And to this day, we're still good friends. He lives like 2 towns over. Our families are close, and Skinny Flowers is a nickname of his. His first and last name rhyme with it, so it became a nickname of his. And when we were thinking of opening a brewery, we never got past that name. And then,
Jimmy Bowers?
Is it Vinny? Vinny. I would go with Vinny. I was going to go with Vinny.
And also, as we know, hops are actually in the flower family, and they do tend to grow tall and skinny, which is another nice thing. Now, from time to time, people drive by and think we're a
dispensary.
Dispensary and florist have both come up.
Dispensary and florist.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll get there. There'll be a dispensary inside a florist, or a florist inside a dispensary. One or the other.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, you can go to Canada, and there were dispensaries inside coffee shops. So yeah.
I don't know if Skinny Flowers would be the best dispensary name. Don't the kids want them fat?
Yes, they want fat flowers.
Fatty flowers.
When I was in Netherlands, we realized that coffee shop didn't mean coffee.
Coffee.
You might be able to get a coffee there, but no, that's not what a coffee shop was. That section of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
But,
there you go. Well, I was definitely glad you brought that up. That was.
You had to get back to that. That's my favorite question. I'm always curious as to why a brewery names.
Why the name?
But also then like some
what's
of the
in a name?
Beer names, and you guys have brought up the reason you've named the beers what you've named the beers, and some of them just make sense. Brothers beer, Pager's beer, that makes a lot of sense. Octane, why the 18?
Yeah, so I think we try to we try, and probably a lot of other people do too, is to have a reason behind everything we do.
Right.
So Octane is the number of years I worked for a Munich-based bank. We named our fest beer Wiesen 15. And the reason we did that is I've been to the Oktoberfest 15 times. And the locals don't call it Oktoberfest. They just say we're going to the Wiesen. So we named it Wiesen 15. And It's Your Party is kind of it's now our flagship IPA, but it's also kind of rooted in who we are as a brewery, because whether it's beer or anything else, restaurants, people have a lot of options of where they go. And we know, people that want to have a drink, they're looking for a good time. So our view is it's your party. Whoever's having beer, it's your party, and our goal is to be invited back. So
there you go.
If we can drink what you want.
Yeah, people have lots of options of what beer they drink or what else they drink or where they go to have a good time. And our goal is to be invited back to their party. So It's Your Party is kind of part of who we are and the way we think about the hospitality business and welcoming people into our space and trying to make it a good time and be kind and, a high level of service, hoping that they enjoy the space and they want to come back and they want to enjoy our beer again.
And I got to say, you've trained your staff very well in that regard. You've got a very high level of service in your brewery.
Thank
you. Higher than a lot of the other ones I've been to. I've got to say that. Definitely have to say that, because more often than not, you go to a brewery and there's the beer tenders over here to the side texting their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and you're like, I'm empty, and you just keep pushing your empty pint glass closer and closer to the edge until it eventually falls off and get their attention. So
I've seen some people actually push doing that, and then before it gets to the end, they just want to pick it up and throw it. Yeah.
But I gotta say, your staff's very attentive. Now, maybe that might be been because you and your wife were there. If you ever want us to secret shop when you guys are there, just let us know.
That's right.
But no, your staff was fantastic.
Absolutely. I just opened my third, by the way. I'm gonna throw that up really quick. I picked this can up on it was up there. I had one on off of a side pole on Saturday in Bethlehem. It's from Bomb Place.
I love Bomb Place.
Yeah, Nemo. They're and it's a dog. It's not a fish.
Yeah.
Right. They're English dark mild.
Nice.
Yeah.
Even though it's an English dark mild, but that really looks like a French bulldog.
It does, but right?
I'm just saying.
I know.
There's something wrong.
It's not an English. Well, I guess maybe they're an English bulldog, but they made it a little too French looking. I guess I don't know.
Maybe they're
maybe the dog walked back and forth through the channel.
Very possible. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But this case, yeah, it loves me a good dark mild. So
yeah, that I see those more and more, which is exciting because that's it's an interesting style to catch on. Which as a brewer, I always you always look for those sort of just random sort of out of the way things that you don't really see that often.
Yeah,
and
No,
then,
we call them historic styles sometimes.
historic styles,
Yeah,
landmark styles, landmark beers, legacy brands, legacy styles.
Well, that's with the breweries, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I usually call it classic styles, but that's what,
enough,
yeah, like that's but it's just those are interesting, right? Because like I remember like 10 years ago, like porters were really hot, and you could like porters were all over the place, and then I get to a point where a porter had to be like 8-9%, and all of a sudden like nobody wanted a porter, they wanted stouts, it had to say stout on the label, and so it's always interesting to kind of see doing this over 10 years now professionally, like just sort of those little trends, because obviously like hazy IPA is always going to be the big trend, and lagers are picking up steam and everything, which is but people are drinking lagers more, which is great and stuff, but but as a brewer looking to kind of fill your tap list with variety, it's for me it's always a challenge to define like these sort of things that you don't see very often, but people will gravitate to and enjoy. So it doesn't sit on the draft line forever,
You said you were in Bamberg. Any plans on a route?
Yes, I will make one someday. Yeah. I don't know if Jim's going to be excited about that, but I definitely want to.
Well, Dave and I will be excited about
that.
We actually, within a couple of months, have a show coming up with John Hall, who does the This Week in Rauch beer.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
And that's what we do. We have an annual Rauch.
It'll be our 5th annual This Week in Rauch beer show that we do with John every year, every January. So
I think that trip to Germany was the most smoked beer Jim ever drank in his life.
I will be excited with the Helles that follows this smoked beer. Actually, that beer I really enjoyed. That beer I really enjoyed. Yeah.
A Rauch beer is that's an acquired taste, and I have to admit, when I first had my first Rauch, I had to really choke the rest of it down. But now,
the first Rauch I ever had, I won't say it was like easy, but I didn't have to choke it down. To Dave's point, but
I had to choke mine down. Yes,
but
it was what was it? I think it was it was an Eichschlenkerla. I just don't remember which one. It was what's the harshest Eichschlenkerla? That's the one I drank.
Urbach.
Yeah, it was the Urbach. It was the Urbach.
We just we're talking all about those the other about a month ago. We had Be United on the show, the importers of Eichschlenkerla. Talking all about those. That's good. And they actually just finally did their lightest smoked beer too. They did Grodzicki.
Oh, nice!
I love those beers. Well, I'm part Polish, so I have to. Jim, were you just cleaning your glass out, or did you pour yourself a second?
I'm sorry?
Were you just cleaning your glass out, or did you just pour a second?
I poured a third.
Third.
What was your second? You never told us your second.
Oh, I had I had the foundations. Our
foundations.
You did? Yeah. Yeah.
And now what is
and
your
now I'm drinking Londoner.
Oh, love it.
Very nice.
Love it. So good.
I was going to say.
I just cracked my Helles. So.
You just cracked the
Helles. I was going to say, if your third one was Brothers Beer, I was going to call you copycat.
Yeah, no, I had you. I did copy you on the first two, but we deviated on the third.
And it's like, I can't call you copycat. It's your damn beer.
It's very true. Very true. So, all right. I am, we're talking about this. I wanted to talk about the what to your knowledge, both of you, Jim, is the timeline for Netflix and all the building that's going on in Fort Monmouth, and what that's going to mean to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So my understanding of the timeline is Netflix has already signed an agreement to take down approximately 88 buildings and
Those
get
all the
the
ones with the
land,
X on them.
probably
Mm-hmm.
get the land restored and ready to build on. And I also understand that the next phase, the actual purchase of the land and the rebuilding into the Netflix studios, is closing over the coming weeks, hopefully. So we shall see, but it's very exciting to be there. I mean, this area is such a great area. So whether the redevelopment of Fort Monmouth was Netflix or something else, it was just like, it was an area that we thought was a great location for a brewery. And then having Netflix there is just pretty amazing. So if I look at the map that they put out, Netflix will be on both sides of the brewery. They'll be behind us, they'll be in front of us, and it's exciting. It's a big project they're building. There's a big
It'll be across the
attached
street.
to it. Parts of it are across the street as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're very happy to see it coming together. It'll take a few years for sure. It'll take a few years. We've met some of the folks from Netflix, which are super nice people, and we've met some of the people on the construction side of the contractor that's working for them, and all really nice people looking to do really good stuff in that community. So we're excited by it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And and it's, I mean, yeah, you would think it would be 2 or 3 years down the road before everything's pretty much wrapped up. And
oh yeah, it'll take some time for sure.
And I imagine during this, the destruction and then the rebuilding, that they're going to find a few surprises there.
Well, why wouldn't they? Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's a military base. They're going to come across thing here or there, and it'll be interesting to see what they come across while they as you say, repurpose the land.
Now they're putting in
go ahead.
I was going to say they're putting in the the buildings for obviously doing a lot of the filming and everything else that they're going to do with Netflix. But word on the street is that there's going to be a lot of other things that they're developing in there. They're putting in hotels and restaurants and so forth and so on. Is that what of that is true? Not little.
Yeah, have you seen that in the plans?
Yeah, so we understand that on our complex there is an additional restaurant going in as part of the parcel that we're on, as well as a boutique hotel going in on the Fort Monmouth campus as well. So as you would imagine, there's going to be a lot of development there. So we're just happy to be there, and we're excited to see it all come to fruition over the next few years.
Nice.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited myself.
Now, speaking of restaurants, when I was there, you had people making pizza in the parking lot. Locale was in the park. How often are they there? Does that trailer move a lot, or is it park there almost quite often?
They come every other Saturday. They're right up the road from us. Their restaurant's right up the road, but they come to us every other Saturday. And
the last time I was there, I had barbecue, and there was a barbecue place out there too.
Yeah.
Is
that the other Saturday? Did they rotate?
Not necessarily. We Locale is on a schedule of every other Saturday, and then we have of various vendors that come in other days.
The pizza looked really, really good.
Oh, those guys make great food for sure.
And it looks like it's quite a job disposing of all the pizza boxes left.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, all right, this brings us to segueing time, right? We're talking about Fort Monmouth. Fort Monmouth being, a historical location landmark in New Jersey. Clearly, it's still there, but it's changing. It's morphing into what it's becoming now, as we've been talking about. But that leads us into our top 3 list. And Dave and I were chatting before, and we're like, you know what? Let's do this for a top 3, and that would be top 3 favorite places from our past. We put top 3 favorite New Jersey places,
and then we learned that
from our
Isaac
past.
is not from New Jersey, so
We've
altered it a little bit.
So for the 3 of us, so for myself, Dave, and Jim, it'll be top 3 favorite New Jersey places from our past that are no longer there. Isaac, have at it with New Hampshire, Maine, Boston, anywhere. You're wide open. You can take it there. But yeah. So top 3 favorite.
But we're gonna make you go first, Isaac.
Top 3 favorite.
Oh man.
That are no longer from our past. So Isaac,
right.
Isaac, kick us off. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna so since I'm from New England, I'm gonna throw a Hilltop Steakhouse out there. I lived in Nashua, New Hampshire, and even though it was a institution from Saugus, Mass, we did have a branch in Nashua, New Hampshire for a brief time, and I ate there many times when I was a kid.
Very nice. That's 1. You got 2 more to go.
Oh, for me? Oh, I gotta come up with 3. Oh,
you
man.
3.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. There's I shouldn't even, being in New Jersey, I shouldn't even bring up a pizza place, but there's when I was oh man, what was the name of it? There was God, I can't think of it now. There's a pizza place when I was a little kid that they used to do birthday parties. It was, oh God, I wish I could think of the name now.
Did you have one of your birthday parties there?
Oh, I had several there when I was a kid. Yeah, that was, and I went to several of my friends. It was, I want to say Papagino's, but that's not what it is because that's a different chain up there.
They're in Rhode Island, even Papagino's.
Oh yeah. No, I just God, I can't think of it now. But yeah, I miss that place. It's a big fancy jewelry store now, and it's just it's just sad to see. Oh man. Number 3. Ooh. I'm so bad with there's a roller skating place. I can't remember the name of things. It's a state liquor store now, and again, my childhood self it's sad to see it. But that was there was a place in downtown Asheville that we used to go every Saturday and go roller skating. That again, I'm dating myself now. I don't think roller skating's something the kids do on the weekends anymore.
No, we all did. Yeah, so.
Yeah. But there was a time where that was the thing to do on the weekends.
That was the thing. Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh, right.
I'll be skate. I'm going to be Googling these places tonight to try to figure out what their names are now. Shakey's
cool.
Pizza. Shakey's Pizza. Yes. Oh, I can't. Yep. See,
there's one.
Yep.
So you got 1 more before your brain keeps you up all
Yeah.
Where was that in Nashua too, or?
Shakey's was in Nashua. Yes. Yeah. That was. It's like I said, it's a big jewelry store now, but that was when I was a kid. That was the place to go for birthday parties for sure.
Yeah. Nice.
Long before Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. There you go. All right, Jim.
You did warn us about this question, and this is a hard one. So,
John, for some reason, thought it was easy, but I came up with it. It took me a while to come up with mine.
The only thing I told Dave, the only thing that was hard for me on it was to decide which one of the 20 were my top 3.
It's up to 20 now.
Well, whatever, 15, whatever. I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
Which one of the many were my top 3? So,
well, this is okay. So this is going way back, but my number 1 would be an ice cream parlor in the town I grew up in called Mary's Little Dairy, which is where we all used to go and where a lot of our friends worked. So a really good ice cream parlor that probably closed a long, long time ago.
What town was that?
Lacey,
Was
Ocean
Lacey?
County. Yeah.
Wow, out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's right. I should have remembered that you grew up down in Lacey, since you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm cheating a little bit on the next one, but our beach club, it is still there, but it's closed. So I suffer through the winter. We like to spend a lot of time at the beach. So the beach club itself is still there, but you can't show up to it. So in some ways it's not available to us. So that's how hard your question is, by the way. I'm having a tough time.
Yeah.
And then there's a place in Red Bank that we actually, a restaurant in Red Bank called Centrata that recently closed that comes to mind. We liked it. The food was good. The atmosphere was good. And they're no longer there. They shut down recently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. All right.
Do you want to share your top three?
We do. We will.
We will.
Oh, okay.
Dave goes first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to throw an honorable mention out there because it's kind of a popular place. And it's mentioned in a Springsteen song, but the Palace in Asbury Park. I remember as a kid going there. This was an indoor amusement park, and also mostly a death trap. The rides there, I don't think they were ever inspected.
They were never inspected at the Palace, please.
Through their whole existence. This building,
I think you and I as kids could have probably inspected them better than they were inspected.
Yeah. It had a Ferris wheel that came out the roof.
Oh, wow.
Anybody who knows the iconic Tilly, that face that is indicative of the Jersey Shore, Tilly, the original Tilly was
on the side of the Wonder Bar.
Well, it's on the side of the Wonder Bar now, but it was originally on the side of the Palace.
Right.
And it's also in the line. Hemi-powered drone screaming down the something. I just lost the line. It's from Born to Run. It's mentioned in Born to Run.
It's not baby the town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. Right? It's not that.
No, it's like behind the Palace, hemi-powered drone scream down the boulevard.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah,
that's what it is. So
I still love that Brendan Byrne wanted to make that the state song of New Jersey. Baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. We got to get out while we're young.
If you
Let's
ever
make that the state song of New Jersey,
watch Bob Wall. He did a skit. On
Robert Wall.
Robert Wall.
Wall. Yeah, Wall. Yeah,
Wall. WAHL.
Okay.
Not like Wall Township. Talking of, he did a stand-up routine about that being the New Jersey stand-up song.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. So that's actually my.
That's funny.
That's my honorable mention. Oh, you've seen that?
Yes, I definitely yeah.
That's my honorable mention. My number 3 is actually Hink's Turkey Farm.
In Wall.
That one. Do you remember that one, right?
Oh yeah.
Hink's Turkey. The funny thing is, the ironic part is we never got a turkey there. We never even got Thanksgiving sides there. We would go there for our barbecue sides. Their coleslaw, and they had 3 types of coleslaw. Was fantastic. The potato salad was great. The macaroni salad was great. But as a kid, it was the lollipops.
There you go.
There were these little rectangular things, and they had like rock candy encrusted on the outside. They lasted forever. They were fantastic. That's my number 3. My number 2, and Jim, you mentioned Kane Brewing, and this was right by Kane Brewing, the Seaview Square Mall. Yeah, I spent a lot of time at Seaview Square, especially in the arcade. It had such a great arcade. I had so many memories from just trolling around Seaview Square. And trolling is probably a really good.
And you can't say Seaview Square, it's Seaview Square Mall, because Seaview Square is still there. Right.
But now they're big. They're big box stores now and stuff.
Yeah, I was just there the other day at Costco.
Yeah, the structure is still there, sort of, but the mall is long gone. But my number 1, we have all these fast food joints around, and some that we wish we had in the States, some we, wish we didn't have in the state. But growing up, there was this one chain that we had called Burger Chef.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I love Burger Chef because one, a good friend of the family worked there. My grandmother was from England, so we called her Gammy. This woman we called Gammy Wilbur because she was almost like a grandmother to us. But my grandfather's last name was Large, and he loved going to Burger Chef because he'd order a large soda, and it said Large on it. So he always claimed that it was like personalized for him. So. But I remember the burgers were really good and the fries were even better. And that's where my brother and I started mixing ketchup and mustard together, thinking we were geniuses for doing so. Because when you're a kid, you got to remember going to like 7-Eleven and it's just like hitting all like.
Oh, yeah. You got all of them going down there.
Or blending your icy flavors and all that because, we thought we were clever.
Exactly.
Wasn't all that clever, but we thought we were.
There you go. Cool. All right.
Johnny?
So mine is I got an honorable mention, of course, and it's only an honorable mention. It's food. Mine are all food. Right?
I had to get away from mine all being food.
Mine are all food. So it's because I mean, places I went, malls, stuff like that. I mean, I could say an arcade and a mall is no longer there, but mine are all food. So my honorable mention is something it's not just from my youth and years ago in my past, but it only closed a year and change ago, and that would be the Crow's Nest in Hackensack.
I knew you had to bring it up.
Yeah, that's right on Route 17 in Hackensack, and that
right across from the across from the Bendix, right?
No, just up from the Bendix.
Just up from the Bendix.
Just up from the Bendix. Yeah. But my top three I'll go through two. My number three was in all three of mine are in the town I grew up in North Arlington, whatchamacallit. So that's in Bergen County as well. It's in the far south end of Bergen County, right by
little doohickey that hangs off.
Little bottom there. There you go. We used to call it the balls of Bergen County. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, sub place when I was young, Dell's Subs. I still to this day compare, and I'm not talking about like Italian subs or stuff like that, like big Italian sandwiches or stuff I get at like gourmet Italian delis or anything that Talercio's could put out, right? But I'm talking about your standard like what the sub you would get, like the Italian sub you would get at Jersey Mike's, that kind of thing, right? And to be quite honest with you, Jersey Mike's is the closest that I've ever come flavor-wise to what I remember Dell's Subs being.
Right? Interesting.
And it really is. And it's still not the best, but it's the closest I can get. Dell's Subs is still the benchmark for me. That was in North Arlington. My number two was the Jade Fountain, Chinese food place. They had 4 or 5 locations over the years, but like the hub was the North Arlington location. The Chinese food, again, benchmark of Chinese food. For me, because it was gourmet Chinese food. It wasn't just the stuff you get taken out. It was a restaurant, right? You went there. Yeah, we had takeout from it, right? But it was a restaurant you went to and you sat down and you ate, and the meals were fantastic.
I would have had one of those on my list too, Lowe's Garden, but it's still open.
It's still right. Well, this was that are no longer there. So yeah, there you go. And my number one, also in North Arlington, Egan's restaurant. Egan's was down. It's a CVS now. There in North Arlington is a 1 square mile town, has 2 CVSs.
Oh wow!
Yeah, go figure. Because you need 2 CVSs and a Walgreens. I think they have 2.
And you know what else I need?
What's that?
A BioBreak.
A BioBreak. There you go. So Egan's was a place we always went to. It was they had a takeout, quick, tables in front, hot dogs, hamburgers, stuff like that. But it was a restaurant in back, and it was an old school tavern. And some of the dinners were fantastic, but you can sit at the bar and get burgers and sandwiches and stuff. I mean, granted, was it the best food you're ever going to get in your life? No. But there's just a vibe there, and the food that we had, and the popovers they had there. Forget about it. So that's my number one. So there you go. So those are mine. Always, I'm shocked that mine all revolve around food. No, I'm not. There you go. But and briefly, Jim, Gina did did live in North Arlington. They my aunt and uncle did live in North Arlington for a bit before they moved to Belleville. Before they moved down to Lacey. So.
Oh, okay.
So that was their lineage.
Yeah.
Around. So, both my aunt and uncle grew up in North Arlington.
Yeah.
They did. They both graduated from the same high school that I did years before, but before. But anyway, yeah. So that's that. And Dave is back. There you go. Well, I'm done, Dave. I finished, and you're still not, and you're unmuted. There you go.
What did you finish?
I finished my top 3 list.
Oh, okay. I thought
we finished the show. We're done. We're off.
I was like, what did you finish? I thought you had finished it. When I left, you had already told me you're number 1.
I did. I just explained.
You're expounding.
Number 1. I was exactly. So, anyway,
John's good at expounding.
I am. So.
And expanding his expounding.
Expanding my expounding, exactly. So.
But now that I'm back and I've got more room, I'm going to open a 4th, and I probably this late in the show wouldn't have opened the 4th, but I want to open this just because I want to hear more about this particular beer.
So talk about that beer, and then we'll wrap everything up.
And your concept behind it, and it's this right here.
Yep.
So I want to know about this modulation IPA series. What's the theory behind it, and what is now? Obviously, it's an experimental series, I assume. And what makes number 1 number 1?
The first one.
Yes. There you go.
Good answer. And we're out. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being on the
show.
I'm going to go out on a limb, Isaac,
and
say that the next one you do is number 2.
Oh, you're a smart man, John. I'm not, yeah.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. There
you go. We didn't warn you he's psychic, did we?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to release number 4, and then everyone's going to be looking for number 3.
That'd be an awesome.
To a 1-gallon stovetop batch for number 3.
Yeah,
hard to find.
Yeah. Jim, you mentioned about being in Asheville. I put it in my burial glass.
There you go.
So,
nice.
I love this.
I just realized.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah. I've been talking about. I'm sitting here wearing a Highland Brewing hat from Asheville the whole show, and I'm pointing that out.
There you go. Been to both of those spots.
They're the old guys at Highland.
Highland's the old guys, the OGs, if you will. Burial. Did you go to Forestry Camp and South Slope?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Forestry Camp's really cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, that was a good spot. That was. Yep. I'm glad we went out there and visited that for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, fantastic down there.
But Isaac, tell us about this modulation. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Well, full disclosure is it's an idea I stole from a brewery I worked at previously, where they had
fair.
Yep. They actually the idea behind it was IPAs are it's always the challenge, right? It's about the hop combination, finding the right hop combination in the grist, and you can come up with a lot of different IPA recipes, but there's only most of those aren't going to be slam dunks. Like, people like it, different things about it or whatever, but every now and then you get one that people are like, oh yeah, this is just heads and tails above all the other stuff. And so rather than investing a lot of time and effort into names and labels to experiment with these things to try to find those ones that really resonate with people that you're going to keep making, I lean into we have this series, so let's just constantly we have this brand, let's just evolve. It's just different iterations of an IPA, and the ones that those versions that people really respond to and do really well, we'll make again, and then eventually let's spin that off into its own brand. You know what I mean? Just created its own sort of. So it's full disclosure. It is a way to kind of get around investing a lot of time and effort into names and labels of beers that I may only make once.
It's a test batch series. You hit something, you strike gold on something, and you rename it, and you.
We've seen many breweries do things like
yes,
that.
yeah. It's not like I came up with that idea. It's like
well, you already admitted you stole it.
Yes, yeah. Correct. But that's the goal, is to kind of play with some stuff and try some different things and see what people think of it, and then from there, New Jersey's a new market for me. Like I said, coming from New England, like I'm being able to make beers here that wouldn't sell up there, and so that part of it with the IPA things is I'm trying to figure out what the folks in New Jersey like as far as IPAs go, and then kind of hone in on that and develop new recipes from there.
Yeah. This has got a nice malt backbone to it. I really enjoy the maltiness of it. It's not sweet, but it's not dry. It's weird. It's got a wet mouthfeel to it. Of course, it's wet. Asshole, it's a liquid.
It's a glass of dust. And
but you know what I'm talking about. It's got this like kind of wet mouthfeel to it. But it's got these. Man, the hop flavors. I'm really trying to pin down the hop flavors. You've got me really stumped on this one. Can you share the hop bill that you did on this one?
Yes, let me let me just pull that up real quick to make sure I get it correct.
While Isaac does that, I would also say it's part of it is back to Isaac's point about making it different each time, and the series will change, of course, but it's meant to be somewhat fun and interactive with our customers, with the people drinking it. So we actually put a QR code on the label that you may see, and that QR code, so that QR code is meant to actually collect feedback from people.
Really?
And it's just, again, like what we're trying to do as a brewery, and we want to have, we just want to build a community. We want to hear from people, and whether it's good or bad, we want people, because we're going to change that beer every time. We're going to quote unquote modulate it. So we want to hear from people. What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And to Isaac's point, we'll take the feedback, and when we make one that people really, really like, we'll pull it out of the modulation series and we'll keep it as a beer that we make on a regular basis.
And then you got to come up with a name.
Yeah, exactly.
Now here's a question. Will you put let's say it's Jim's Beer, whatever. That's whatever the name is, right?
Yeah.
Will it be Jim's Beer, formerly Modulation 006? Or will it just be Jim's Beer?
No, we'll probably we have a story
back to it.
We have a story on the back of every can, and we'll probably, to your point and your question, we'll probably write that in the story that this was Modulation Series X, and I'm sure we'll call that out and put it on the label.
Awesome, that's great.
I can give you live feedback right now rather than scanning the barcode.
Yeah,
I really enjoy the maltiness of it. And I'm really enjoying this hop combination, whatever it is. And I hope, Isaac, you found it.
Yes, yeah. Simcoe, Rakow, and
Rakow. There it is.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Rakow. I feel like Rakow is underappreciated, and
I love Simcoe. I'm enjoying the hop bill. I'm enjoying the malt bill. Maybe not as much together, though. I think a lighter malt bill would really bring out that because the malt bill you have, I don't want to say it's heavy, but it's maybe a little more aggressive for this hop combination.
No, and honestly, I agree with you on that.
Lighten the malt bill on this.
Yeah,
This hop bill is fantastic together. I'm not sure I've come across those two hops put together in a beer. John, can you remember
was it 2 or was it 3? Was it Simcoe and Rakow?
Oh no. Simcoe, Rakow, and Motueka.
Motueka.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I've never I cannot, to the best of my recollection, ever had anything that had Simcoe, Raquel, and Motueka. I've used all three, never together. That's awesome.
Yeah, once you get one, because the multi,
not for any reason. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I've never put them together.
It's interesting because usually an IPA, the hops are going to slam you first, and this one, the malts actually hit you first.
Yeah,
and then the hops come in. You're like, oh, that's airier. It's lighter. That's where the wet comes in. Is when the hops come in, and that's I'm really enjoying that. I love the malt bill right at the beginning. But lower, less aggressive malt bill, let those hops go. And this malt bill that you have, more aggressive hops work in that. And you've got yourself a West Coast.
Yeah. Well, we do. Yeah, we do have a West Coast IPA that we do,
and it's delicious. I had
did you? Excellent, good. Yeah. No, and that's what I wanted, a nice aggressive assertiveness, assertive bitterness in that beer. What you have. So you're talking about this. So the modulation number one, I went a little heavy with the Golden Naked Oats, which I agree with you. I think that the toastiness kind of overshadows the hops at the beginning a little bit, and I agree with you that dialing that back or replacing that with a different sort of oat product would probably soften that maltiness and bring out those hops more.
Yeah, because you can taste them at the end, and I'm really enjoying that combination.
Very nice. Very nice. Love it. All right. Jim, what's in store for Skinny Flowers in 2026?
What's in store for Skinny Flowers in 2026? Yeah, I mean, I think more of the same. So just trying to stay true to who we are, make the best beer we could make, have a high level of hospitality. What comes in 2026 for us in our tap room is our neighboring restaurants that we spent. It's a big part of our strategy to be co-located with them. They're going to be opening up. And back to the hospitality point, the way we've designed our tap room and located our tap room is people can sit at a table. We have menus at every table in our place and the bar, and we have table-specific QR codes where our neighboring restaurants will bring food right to the tables.
Love that.
So that was a big part of our strategy, but being in new construction, the restaurants aren't open yet. We are. But coming into 2026, those restaurants are going to be open. And it's just another level of experience and hospitality that we can offer people, that they can come, sit down, enjoy our beer, and order food off of our menu from our neighbors that will bring food right to the table. So that's an important part of our brewery. Outside of that, in 2026, we'll continue to build our brand and serve our community. We'll continue to do fundraising around veterans. The second pillar of our giving strategy is around youth in need. So that'll be a really important part of what we do next year as well. So more of the same, and just continuing to grow our business and our brand and our brewery.
Nice. That's awesome.
Good luck with that. You've got a great start.
100%.
We had John and I, of course, have a lot of friends in the beer drinking community as well as the beer making community, and a lot of our beer drinking community friends. A bunch of them hit you guys pretty early, and the one thing we've always noticed from breweries just first opening is they're maybe not quite dialed in, or something went wrong. And the news that we got back from everybody's, they're hitting it out of the park right from day one. And it was like, oh, well, that's rare. So you guys made an impression from day one on the Uber beer geeks in New Jersey. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, that's great to hear.
That is great to hear. And I think Jim, well, I don't think Jim should be able to back me up on this. Is that was like obviously it's one thing to plan something, it's another thing to execute that plan. But one of the things I said very early on is first impressions are everything. And I did not want to be the brewery that people come to and said, oh, try them in a few months and see if they figure it out. Like
John knows that's me.
And breweries do figure that out, and it's not like that's a death sentence. But for me, like I said, I've been doing this over 10 years now, and it's great to hear that, because that was a conscious decision on my part, and I put a lot of effort into making sure those beers out of the gate were as good as I can make them.
You done did it.
You did a good. You done good. Yeah. You did a good job. That was awesome. Yeah, kudos.
No.
Awesome. Cool.
Which is, and let me tell you, it wasn't, and I'm sure you guys know, is like, it wasn't the day we brewed them. it was weeks of, anxiety and going, oh God, I hope this stuff comes out, because I won't know until it's time to put it into package and serve it to people. Did
you have any fingernails left by opening?
Oh yeah, no, my fingernails are fine. It's the ulcers that when I start grabbing my stomach, and Jim can back me up, and that's it.
I have to say, passion always wins, and Isaac has a lot There's no doubt about it.
You can't train passion.
You can't.
You cannot train. No, you cannot.
Not for sure. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate
absolutely
the time you spent tonight. Went a little bit longer than we had talked about. Not longer than we normally go. Lately, we've been 2 weeks ago with Rod on the show. We went 3.5 hours. So, but tonight
there was a lot of beer drank that night.
There was a lot of beer drank that night. And then, thank you for having us. We repaid the favor with him last Thursday.
Oh yes, we did.
No, we really appreciate you coming on, Jim, Isaac, both of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And we'll definitely at a point in time, not too far in the future, we'd love to have you back on and get an update too. And obviously, we'll get an update for everybody else, because we'll already have been updated. We'll come down to the brewery.
I'll be there again.
Dave's not that far away. I'm 20 minutes away.
Not that far away.
Yeah,
I'm in Hudson County.
Well, I mean, you're not. Yeah, but you're not in Pennsylvania.
Oh well, yeah. Actually, there's ports of Pennsylvania that are closer to them than I am. I'm just saying.
Hey, the sports podcast I do every other Wednesday night. The two gentlemen that I do the show with, they're much further away from Skinny Flowers than you are. So.
Yes, they are, and they're not gentlemen. But that's
neither am I on that show. But that's
anyway. If you're ever in the brewery and you see me back there, tap on the glass. I'll come say hi.
Absolutely. No, we'll definitely we'll bring some things down as well. All right, stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk a couple minutes after we sign off. But on that note,
here comes the outro.
This show for today. Well, thank everybody for watching, and for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.lagerroom.com. That's LEGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Lager Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, iTunes Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the Lager Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Once again, Jim, Isaac, thank you so much for coming on the show. Really, really appreciate it. Kudos to the beer you're making. Awesome. Over an 8. I love it. That's great.
I rate the outro every week. Yeah.
He rates the outro.
That 3.5 hour show, John had drank so much beer. That was
you didn't even rate it.
Yeah, I said no. It's just,
you were writing. He wrinkled up the paper and threw it away.
Well, because all his flubs were so damn entertaining. No, I think I did rate it. I think I gave you like a 3.2 in execution and like a 9.8 on entertainment.
Entertainment,
style points.
Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, once again, awesome start, awesome 3.5 months in here.
Yeah.
Loving the beer, seriously, not blowing smoke up your asses at all.
Thank you, guys.
Kudos to the job you're doing.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely make it up there. And Jim, we'll grab some dinner by Kenny and Gina one night.
Sounds good.
Up in Atlantic Islands. Maybe we'll visit Augie before we walk across the street.
Oh, why would you do that?
I said it once. I said it once.
No, I said, why would you visit?
Oh, why would I even visit him? Yeah, no.
Because
Anyway.
if you say, "Oh, we're gonna go over here," he's gonna tell you you're wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah, exactly. We'll fill you in after that. But anyway,
Thanks, guys.
again, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it. Stick around. Again, have a great rest of your week. Wonderful weekend. Drink a lot of beer, but drink responsibly. And we will talk to you next week, folks. Take care. Cheers.
Cheers.